In 1997, author J.K. Rowling not only gave us the magical story of Harry Potter, but she also designed a fictional wizarding sport that college students across the globe would soon adapt to make one of the most unique club sports there is. Students here at Loyola University Chicago wasted no time in forming a Quidditch team of their own, which combines elements of lacrosse, rugby, and dodgeball to create a high-energy game perfect for college students.
Chasers, which are the ones with the white headbands, they're essentially the forwards. They score the goals. Like, that aspect of the game is kind of like tackle basketball. That's the best summary I've been able to think of that. And then the beaters are the defenders, essentially. They just do dodgeball. And then the seeker, snitch, it's essentially like wrestling. So again, it literally covers every aspect of like any sport you can pretty much think of.
The game in general is like super interesting. It's very engaging, and then once the snitch comes onto the pitch, it gets like a lot more intense, and everything's just kind of more like everything's very anticipated, and you don't really know what's coming next. So that's like my favorite part.
While most players were already Harry Potter fans before joining the team, some hadn't realized that the magical game had been turned into a playable sport until the school's org fair in the fall.
Well, I didn't know there was a Quidditch team until org fair, and I was extremely confused about it because I was like, well, how do they do that in real life? But after like the first couple meetings and practices, like it's a lot when you explain it, but like you get the hang of it, and it's like second nature to me now.
Went through org fair a couple years ago. Somebody pulled me over and was like, hey, do you have time to talk about Quidditch? I thought it was like a joke or whatever. I'm not a Harry Potter fan by any means. Listened to what they had to say, and it sounded way more interesting than I ever expected. I thought it was just going to be a bunch of people running around with wands or whatever.
For the freshman players, the Quidditch team isn't just a fun sport to play or a way to relieve stress, but it was one of the first places they met many of their friends and even discovered a role model or two within the upperclassmen.
Luke, our captain/coach, has been great, especially for me. He's been a bit of a mentor. He played chaser and did like the same positioning things I do, which is huge. He was also a sports guy before he started Quidditch, so that was a big deal for me. And it's just been a huge help to have upperclassmen around, not only like on the field, but also to help with like school stuff and like which teachers are good, which teachers are not good. So it's been super great to have upperclassmen on e-board to help with that kind of stuff.
And despite the uniqueness of their sport, the players have plenty of team bonding moments just like any other club team on campus.
We do a lot of movie nights, trivia nights. We had a murder mystery dinner this past semester. We go like as a group to see new movies that are coming out. Like we're gonna go see Infinity War together. We like have family dinners and stuff of that nature.
We're super close as a team. Us freshmen hang out a lot. We were kind of our first friends on campus. And then we do a lot of like movie nights, or we go out into the city. We went to the Christmas tree lighting. We're going to see Infinity War on opening night next week. So we do a lot of like go out and explore Chicago, and then also just like hang out. I get dinner with them a lot. We do a lot of like hanging out in the dorms and all that good stuff.
We've gone to like, was it Michigan and Wisconsin, like full on like road trips and stuff. And it's just like being in the car with the team for like 3-4 hours. It's just like whole weekend, with the team. It's a lot of fun. I really like it.
The Quidditch season may now be over until next year, but you can be sure that the Lumos players will be counting down the days until they're back on the field, chasing, beating, and seeking. Serena Stauffer, Loyola News, Chicago.